3. Hill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hill. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 41, Brady. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Cousins' throw pulled in by Woods. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. He sets up the screen to Jones. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's the defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brady. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On play action, now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Following the interception, Cousins flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Cousins from the gun on third. Flush to his right. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Brady. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's corralled but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He lets it fly from Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Hill. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Justice Hill punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Again, it's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Cousins to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll throw again. Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Niners are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins.
This pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, that That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. John Ross, 72 yards.
And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you... And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jordan Jenkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Cousins hands to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Cousins. This is caught. It's Woods. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title.